everybody and welcome to my channel again. Today I thought we'd have a crack at some, I think it's marbling, using inks. I'm sure that's what it's called. You'll have to excuse my brain today, it's not quite functioning as it should again. It says on these bottles that it's blooming nail polish, but you can tell by the consistency that's obviously an ink, not a nail polish. Maybe that's just what they call it, I don't know. But I will say it's quite strong smelling stuff. So it's not the nicest smelling, but anyway, I've done 5 tips already. I haven't top coated them because the polish actually has a shiny layer, so there's no need to top coat, but they do need a shiny layer to work on. I'm using these tips from AliExpress. There was, I think, 500 for a £5. They can be quite brittle and a bit temperamental if you're a bit rough with them. So as long as you're gentle, they're really lovely. But they're a bit of a bargain. Just be careful when you're snapping them off the stalk because they can break easily. And this is the white polish I'm using. I'm not even going to say what it's called. I don't know. Anyway, this is the consistency. It's really lovely and thick, which obviously is really good for a white nail, because it's usually a nightmare to get a good white polish. So these are the colours I'm using. There's green, pink, purple, the clear, blue, yellow, and I think the one's red. Yeah, that one's red. The clear is supposed to be the one that, well, apparently makes it bloom, but I'm not 100% sure on this, so we'll give it a go and see how it turns out. I have tried one yesterday and it went lovely, but as soon as I top coated it just went horrendous. So we'll have a go anyway today. So I'm doing a couple of swooshes. Purple, I think I'm working with the green as well. Yes, so we're in with the green. I think I may do another purple and another green swoosh. There we go. Now we're going to try with the clear now. Gotta say, I have got isopropyl alcohol on hand just in case it goes tits up. So I was dabbing this on. I don't know whether you're supposed to just brush it on or dab it on, but dabbing on was a bit ineffective and a bit pants, to be fair. I don't really know how you're supposed to use this stuff because it wasn't really doing what I thought. I thought once you dropped it on you'd see it disperse, but it's not really doing that. And I don't know why, because I'm taking it straight out the bottle and not draining it and putting it straight on the nail. So I don't know whether I'm doing this wrong or not. So what I do is I'm going to go in with some isopropyl alcohol just to help it do its thing. Okay, I've just sprayed it there so you can see it's actually starting to move about now. Then I go back in with the clear and it's working much better. So I don't know whether it needs a bit of a push, should we say, to sort of get going, but it's still really, I mean, you've literally got to dot every piece of the nail to get it to do anything. So I'm sure I must be doing it wrong, or it's just a bit rubbish. I'm not sure. But I did do, like I said, I did a lovely practice now yesterday. It went fine, but just not having it. So I've just gone in with a little bit more purple while it's still wet, so it's already dispersing, so we've not got any harshness in. That's not too bad really, that's kind of marbled. Better than just using the clear polish one. So we've done that one, and now we're going to go in with, now I think this is going to be a blue and a green. I can't actually remember, can't even see what colour that was. Yes, blue and green. So we're having a blue swoosh and a green swoosh. Major accident. If you could have heard me, you would have laughed. I went hysterical at that. So we'll just ignore that, pretend that didn't happen and carry on. I wasn't really angry much, she says. Okay. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to go in with the clear no we're not, we're going to go in with a bit more blue. Then I'm hoping we're going to go, no, a bit more green. Darn, can't remember what I did yesterday. Now we're going in with the clear. And I found it helped a little bit if you go around the edges rather than just put it in the middle. Don't know whether it is really helping. It seemed to help a little bit. I mean, it's worked a bit. It's not too bad. But I think I cheat again and go in with the isopropyl alcohol, which helps so much. I think that's it. I've sprayed it, saw it. Okay, so that's looking a little bit better. I wanted to get the green swoosh line out because it's a little bit harsher than I wanted. So now I'm just sort of going mad with my brush, literally dabbing it all over to try and get it to just, I don't know, dissipate a little bit. It is helping a little bit. It's not too bad, better than it was at the start. So there, we've gone a little bit mad on that one. There, that's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Okay. And then I think we're going to go in with possibly red and yellow, I'm not sure, because we've sort of gone a bit quiet and it's just sat there for some reason. So bear with me, maybe I was just talking. This is the nail that I did yesterday. It was beautiful until I top coated it and then that happened. Don't know what happened, don't know why it did it, but it did. So that one was for the bin, but I thought I'd save it to show you guys what happened. So, right, I think we're going to come in with the red and the yellow now. But my battery is about to go flat. So bear with me while I plug you in. This is trouble when you're doing these videos. My tablet is going flat so quick. Okay, excuse my clunking about because I'm being really noisy now. But if I don't do it now, it's going to die on me before I finish the voiceover. There we go. Okay, done. Okay. So off we go. I'm going a little bit mad with the brush again. I don't know whether I put any isopropyl alcohol on this one. That one's doing its thing on its own. It's not going too bad at all. It's really pretty and really pale, which I like about that one. Just draining a little bit off the bottom, taking that off, and that's it. I only do these 3, and then I think I do 4, which no, I do 3. There we go. We skipped to them all. So after that we did a pink one, and then we did a multicoloured one. I think that one had yellow, green and purple or something in it. So, and then there over the top with the matte Born Pretty top coat. Didn't ruin them at all, so that was good. So on these I'm doing water decals. I've gone in with the Elite 99 base coat. Put it in the lamp for 30 seconds. It just helps you when you're putting your decals on so that you can move them about. Otherwise they run all. Actually no, I didn't cure it, I just put it on. It just helps you to manoeuvre things. Otherwise, once you've got these decals on, if it's dry, you've got no chance of moving them again. So I get all the decals on, or decals, I don't know what they are. I'll call them decals. You will notice me jump to another one in a minute because I made a bit of a hash of this one. So it skips to where I've put a different flower on, you'll see in a moment. Because I'm faffing. And then I faff with the leaf, and then it doesn't all fit, and then I end up taking the leaf and that flower off and putting a whole new one on, which you will see in a minute. It'll come back magic. There we go. That one's all finished. That was very quick, a quick view, sorry. Right, this one I'm drawing a Little Flower, and I'm using Elite 99 gel paints. I think I paid about $1.50 each for the paints for a set of 12, I think they were. And the brush I'm using is my Little Mermaid brush. I got a set of 3 for about £2 off AliExpress. I know I talk about AliExpress all the time, but get such great bargains from there. And the brushes are awesome. I see a lot of people with the really expensive brushes, but these are just as good, and and you can do really lovely detailed work. You know, and they're not trash. They've had these brushes a while now, and they're lovely. So you don't have to spend a fortune on things to get things to look nice. You've got to be good at doing them, which helps. But you don't have to spend a lot of money on products. I don't, I'm afraid. I do this as a hobby. And I have some nice things, but they're not expensive things. So we're just going around those again with my gel paint. And all I'm doing is just doing little curves, but overlapping them. As you can see, it's overlapping the next curve. And that's all I'm doing. And that's it. Then I'm going to come in the top and I'm going to do, I would say like beads. Drapes. We're draping some lines in, and then when we've done that we're going to come in and do some little dots on, so it looks like we've got hanging beads. It's just something simple. That's it. Just fill all the little gaps in. And then we're going to come in with a dotting tool and put our little dots on. Okay, that bit's been cured just so I don't ruin it. And then I'm going to come in with the dots, which that dotting tool's way too small, so I'm going to have to go back and get a bigger one. And here we are, there we go, much better. I'm just putting a couple of dots, 1 or 2 dots on each line, just to give it a bit of something. I was going to sugar it, but to be fair, I couldn't be bothered. And it looked just as nice without having to sugar it. You couldn't tell that it wasn't sugared, so I've left it, and I was going to do it. I'm doing it matte anyway, that particular one. All the others are going to be shiny, a shiny top coat, but this one's going to be a matte one. I just thought it suited it better. So that's that one done. Now we're going on to our pink one. I will tell you now, before it finishes, I do miss one out of this. I've edited it really badly and edited one out, but you will see it at the end. It's just a water decor one, so there's nothing complicated. So with this one, I'm going to do some blooming, put some blooming gel on. So I'm getting some white gel polish onto my little bit of paper, and I'm going in with it's a Your Sugar clear blooming gel. So it is quite a thick one. You need to do a nice thin coat, but it's actually really thick, so it's difficult to do a thin coat. But just put a nice even coat, and then we're away. Wouldn't be so bad if I didn't keep going out of shot. I'm very sorry. Okay. That's that done, and then we're going to come in with our small brush and our gel paint and just draw our design. I'm just going to do the same kind of design as what was on the previous one with the rose, but obviously on a bigger scale because it's going to fill the whole nail. As you see, as you put it on, it will bloom. So you've kind of got to be quick when you're doing your different layers, and try not to do it too close, otherwise it's going to overlap and you're just going to have a big white splodge, and you don't want that. And we're going to overlap like we did the last one. or overlap as best as we can. It's a bit difficult with this because it blooms before you've done anything. But we do a small one there, and no, it's going to be a full width one. And then we do a small one I think next, and one going the other way. But as you can see, it's really, really thick, so if you've got a lot of loose, just take it off when you come off with your brush, and do wipe it off your brush if you can, if you've got a lot left on it after you've been drawing in it, because it does stick. So I'm just going in, doing a couple more bits. And there we go, that's that one done. And they will all be top coated. I'm going to go in with a shiny top coat. And I think I'll go in with the Born Pretty one actually this time, on all of them. There we go. It's quite a pretty one. That's a nice, I like the colour. So, right, okay, this one I've already been in and put an Elite 99 base coat on, cured it, so it's left a nice sticky layer, and then I'm going in with the corresponding glitters as what's on the nail. So we've got green, we've got yellow, and we've got a pink. And we're just going to fill all that nail up, so it is still a marbled nail, but we're just in glitters. And they're really pretty glitters as well, because they've got a really lovely iridescent shimmer to them. Make sure it's all patted down, no bits stuck up. A, because it makes it rough, and B, don't want it in my polish. So make sure it's all brushed off, all down the sides. Lovely. There we go. And I think I actually do that top coat while we're there, perhaps. But like I say, I have missed one nail out showing you, but you will see it on the end. All I've done is put a decal on, so you haven't missed anything as such, because I've already done a decal to show you, so it's nothing major. But it is my favourite one, so you'll see it's in the centre of the when we show them all. So there we are, all done. And that's the finished one. So thank you so much for watching. As you can see, the one in the centre is my favourite, but I've really enjoyed doing these. Please like and subscribe, I would very much appreciate it, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video. Bye for now.